The ocean spoke to Maris Ellington in a language all its own. Its melody was more than the crash of surf. It was a chorus of murmurs, thunder, and gentle breezes that seemed to reach straight into her heart. Even as a little girl, she would linger at the shoreline, the mist cool on her skin, sensing that the sea was alive with mysteries waiting for her to uncover. From her earliest days, she felt drawn to its vastness. The distant line where water met sky beckoned her, and she could spend endless hours simply staring at the rolling blue, imagining the wonders hidden beyond her view. For Maris, the ocean was both a source of joy and an endless enigma, and she was determined to unravel its secrets. The rhythm of the surf, the tang of salt in the air, and the life teeming below the surface all called out to her. Each new tide brought fresh curiosities and unanswered questions. She watched seabirds swoop and dive, mesmerized by their effortless flight above the restless water, and wondered what it would feel like to soar so freely. Growing up along California's rugged coast, Maris spent countless hours investigating tide pools and dreaming of the ocean's depths. She would kneel for ages, peering into the tiny universes revealed by the receding tide, her hands gently tracing the shapes of starfish and sea anemones. Every shell, every scuttling crab, every flicker of a fish was a new discovery, a new adventure. Her bedroom was a tribute to her love for the sea, overflowing with shells, books, and ocean-themed decorations. Posters of dolphins, whales, and coral reefs covered her walls, and her shelves were crowded with keepsakes, polished stones, pieces of driftwood, and jars of sand from beaches she'd visited. At night, she drifted off to sleep to the recorded sounds of waves, her dreams filled with underwater adventures. Yet one animal captured her imagination above all others, the orca. Their intelligence, strength, and beauty fascinated her. She was enchanted by their bold black and white markings, their acrobatic leaps, and the way they glided through the water with such effortless power. To Maris, orcas were the true monarchs of the ocean, both enigmatic and regal. Maris made a promise to herself. One day, she would work with these incredible animals. She would press her palms against the aquarium glass, her heart racing each time an orca swam past, and imagine what it would be like to meet their gaze without any barrier. She was determined to learn everything about them, hoping to one day earn their trust. She devoured every resource she could find about orcas: books, documentaries, scientific articles. Her evenings were spent studying their diets, migration routes, and family dynamics. She learned to identify individual orcas by their unique dorsal fins and markings, and could list the names of well-known pods from memory. She discovered their intricate social lives, their remarkable hunting techniques, and their haunting vocalizations. The more she learned, the more she realized how much remained unknown. Orcas communicated with a complex language of clicks and whistles, each group with its own dialect, and they cooperated in ways that seemed almost human. Their intelligence was unmistakable, and their devotion to one another was deeply moving. Images of orcas leaping from the sea filled her with wonder. She watched footage of them breaching, their massive forms suspended above the water, and felt her pulse quicken with excitement. To her, these moments were pure enchantment, a glimpse into a world of limitless possibility. She felt a profound bond with these animals, a connection that went beyond simple fascination. It was as if she could sense their feelings, their curiosity, and their yearning for freedom. Sometimes she wondered if the orcas could sense her presence too, if they recognized a kindred soul on the other side of the glass. It was more than a passion, it was a calling. Maris longed not just to observe orcas, but to communicate with them, to bridge the divide between human and whale. She dreamed of swimming beside them in the open ocean, feeling the rush of water and the exhilaration of their company. As she grew older, Maris's love for the ocean only deepened. While her peers were drawn to the excitement of city life, she found solace in the steady rhythm of the tides and the endless promise of the sea. She chose to study marine biology at university, excelling in her coursework. Her notebooks overflowed with sketches and detailed notes from fieldwork. She volunteered for every research opportunity, eager to gain practical experience and expand her understanding of the ocean's fragile ecosystems. Her commitment and enthusiasm stood out, earning her the respect of her professors. They recognized her rare combination of passion and diligence, and Maris became known for her insightful questions and her ability to inspire those around her. Her mentors saw in her a unique blend of expertise, drive, and genuine care for marine life. They encouraged her to pursue her interests, offering advice and support as she navigated the academic world. Maris flourished, forming close bonds with fellow students who shared her devotion to the sea. Maris wasn't satisfied with studying orcas from a distance. She wanted to interact with them directly, to witness their power and grace up close. She sought internships and volunteer roles at aquariums and marine parks, determined to master animal care and training. Each new experience brought her closer to her goal. After graduating with top honors, Maris set her sights on Ocean Wonders, a prestigious marine park celebrated for its Orca program. The park was renowned for its dedication to research and conservation, and it offered a rare chance to work intimately with orcas. For Maris, it was a dream come true. It was the opportunity she had always hoped for, a chance to work alongside the animals she had cherished since childhood. She remembered the hours spent reading about orcas, the drawings she'd made as a young girl, and the vow she'd made to herself to one day stand beside them, not as a spectator, but as a companion and advocate. With a heart full of hope and determination, Maris applied for an internship at the park, ready to begin a new chapter in her life. She poured her story and aspirations into her application. When the acceptance letter arrived, she was overwhelmed with happiness and gratitude, knowing her dedication had been rewarded. She had no idea that this journey would lead her to Titan, the orca who would change her life forever, and to a fate more profound and heartbreaking than she could have imagined. The ocean had always called to Maris, but now, it was about to test her courage, her empathy, and the very core of her dreams. Ocean Wonders thrummed with excitement and curiosity. Each morning the park burst into life, brimming with eager anticipation. Families poured through the entrance, children pulling their parents along, faces glowing with joy. The air was thick with the tang of salt water, mingling with the smells of popcorn and sunscreen, creating an atmosphere that was both thrilling and familiar. The park sprawled out in a labyrinth of shimmering tanks, echo-filled walkways and open habitats, each promising a window into the ocean's hidden marvels. The environment was alive with the sounds of water splashing, animated conversations, and the distant calls of sea creatures. Overhead seagulls circled, their cries mixing with the laughter of guests and the steady rhythm of waves lapping against the tanks. Somewhere nearby, a dolphin vaulted from the water, drawing a wave of cheers from the onlookers. Here, the everyday world faded away, replaced by the dazzling spectacle of the ocean's most awe-inspiring inhabitants. For Maris, this was the realization of a lifelong ambition. As a child, she had devoured ocean documentaries, her room decorated with images of whales and dolphins. Now standing in the heart of Ocean Wonders, she felt as though she had stepped into her own dream. Each day brought new opportunities to discover, to develop, and to form bonds with the animals she had always admired from afar. She was surrounded by a passionate team of trainers and scientists, all dedicated to the care of these remarkable animals. The group was a blend of backgrounds. Some were marine biologists, others specialized in animal behavior, and a few like Maris had simply followed their hearts into this field. They exchanged stories, shared advice, and supported one another through the highs and lows of their unusual careers. The work was demanding and the hours long, filled with intensive routines and constant upkeep, but Maris relished every moment. Mornings began with cleaning the orca pools, making sure every inch was spotless and secure. There were endless supplies to move, fish to organize, and checklists to complete. Even the most repetitive chores felt important, each one contributing to the greater purpose of caring for these extraordinary creatures. With every passing day, Maris grew closer to the orcas and to her own aspirations. She learned to interpret their subtle signals, a flick of the tail, a shift in posture, a spark of curiosity in their gaze. Each interaction boosted her confidence and deepened her sense of duty. She understood that trust was something to be earned, and she devoted herself to building it, step by careful step. Of all the orcas at Ocean Wonders, one in particular captured everyone's attention: Titan. His immense size and graceful movements made him impossible to overlook, and his presence drew awe from visitors and staff alike. Titan was a striking male, his towering dorsal fins slicing through the water with authority. When he leapt from the pool, the resulting splash reverberated through the arena, a testament to his formidable strength. But there was more to Titan than his impressive physique. While his size was awe-inspiring, it was Titan's intelligence and playful nature that truly fascinated Maris. She observed him as he manipulated toys with skill, inventing new games that challenged both himself and his trainers. Occasionally he would dart forward unexpectedly or offer a gentle nudge, as if sharing a private joke. Titan's curiosity about his human companions was unmistakable. Titan was a quick learner, his eyes bright with comprehension as Maris led him through training exercises. He responded to her cues with smooth, precise movements. Each correct response was rewarded, with a treat, a gentle touch, or a quiet moment of connection. Their sessions evolved into a wordless dialogue, a partnership built on respect and understanding. Titan greeted her with a gentle inquisitiveness, a readiness that suggested a growing bond. After training, he often lingered near the platform, watching Maris with a gaze that seemed almost thoughtful. She found herself confiding in him, sharing her dreams and worries, and though he couldn't reply, she felt he grasped more than she could express. News of the connection between Maris and Titan spread quickly among the staff. Trainers chatted about it in break rooms, some admiring, others a bit envious. Such a strong bond developing so swiftly was unusual, and many speculated about what it might mean for both Maris and the Orca. Maris had a natural rapport with Titan, her calm assurance resonating with the powerful animal. She moved with intention, her gestures clear and soothing. Even when challenges arose, she remained composed, adjusting her methods, and always prioritizing Titan's welfare. Her actions were always measured and respectful, her tone gentle yet authoritative as she led him through increasingly complex routines. She recognized that every moment with Titan was a chance to strengthen their trust, and she approached each session with care. As the training advanced, so did their partnership. The veteran trainers, with years of experience behind them, saw something special in Maris. They watched her interactions with a sense of pride and admiration, recalling their own early days with the Orcas. Some offered guidance, while others simply observed, allowing Maris and Titan to develop their own unique connection. Maris seemed to possess an intuitive understanding of the animals, able to sense their moods and respond in ways that made them feel secure. This rare ability set her apart, earning her the respect of her colleagues and the trust of the Orcas she worked with. As time went on, Maris's role evolved from intern to full-fledged trainer. The promotion recognized her skill and brought new responsibilities, designing training plans, mentoring newcomers, and taking on greater leadership. The work was challenging, but Maris welcomed it, eager to prove herself and deepen her relationship with Titan. Her days were filled with meaning and happiness as she and Titan worked together, mastering new behaviors and strengthening their connection. They faced setbacks and frustrations, but Maris persisted, celebrating every achievement and understanding that progress required patience and resilience. Audiences at Ocean Wonders grew with every performance, drawn by the spectacle of Titan's might and the clear bond he shared with Maris. Children pressed against the glass in awe, while adults marveled at the seamless teamwork between trainer and Orca. The applause was overwhelming, a tribute to the magic unfolding before them. Maris and Titan quickly became the park's main attraction, their shows a captivating display of trust and communication. Each performance was meticulously choreographed, but it was the spontaneous moments, the exchanged glances, the playful splashes, that truly enchanted the audience. It was clear that their relationship was more than just a show. It was a genuine partnership. The future looked bright, filled with the promise of new discoveries and the fulfillment of a cherished dream. Maris often reflected on her journey, from eager intern to respected trainer. She knew there was still much to learn, but she faced what lay ahead with optimism and resolve. The connection she shared with Titan inspired her daily, reminding her that with dedication and heart, anything was possible. Still, even as Maris enjoyed her achievements, a quiet unease began to grow within her, a subtle reminder of the unpredictable nature of the wild and the delicate balance between wonder and risk. She couldn't ignore the stories of accidents and misunderstandings, or the fragile line between trust and danger. Watching Titan glide silently through the water, she wondered what challenges the future might bring, and whether her dream would always shine as brightly as it did now.